Welcome to Ancient Chess and Tarot. Welcome in, Sagittarius. Let's get to your message. This morning, I've been doing all oracle decks. So let's repeat that mode and see what we got. We've been getting some good messages for our Sag. Thank you to all who have... Gosh, this is a lot, but let's take it. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to be for you. Not everything's going to resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Yeah, I've never taken this many oracles, but we're up for it. Let's do it. All the diamonds in the sky. Things going your way. Yeah, wishes. When the weavers built the sun, this is, you don't have to know every step along the way. Just start something. You don't need to know how the project ends. Just start the project. Let the fire dragon sleep. This is not getting involved in conflict. People pulling you into conflict. Let that sleep. Don't get involved. You might be baited into it. Let it sleep regardless. Weavers share their magic tea. I'm going to look that one up. I believe this is feeling comfortable in your own skin. Let's just double check that. Divine inspiration that could be life-changing, being receptive and curious to follow through, selflessness. It's a sign to remember divine quality of inspiration. Yeah, okay. So I did have that wrong, but this is like when you have a bunch of ideas that come in and you've got the Midas touch. Everything is golden. You know, everything is a moneymaker. Everything is abundant. Divine inspiration. And it's because of your pairing with the divine. Let's grab this number 10 as well. The diamonds. Limitless potential and possibilities unique to you, moving out of limiting beliefs, reaching the stars, and trusting you will reach them. So a lot of your big goals, a lot of your big wishes here, things are coming together. Somebody might be trying to get in the mix, though. This dragon, let the dragon sleep, trying to bait you into situations that would be unfavorable to what you're trying to achieve here. Okay, focus, stay focused. And also, don't hesitate because you don't know all the steps to accomplishing something. Just start it, and the next step will reveal itself, and then the next, and the next. When the storm spirits play, yeah, something is whipping up here. But remember, when the storm comes, it, revitalizes the earth, the land, spreads the seeds, is new birth. But there's chaos right now, or like I'm hearing tempting chaos. There's somebody going to tempt you. Or wanting to. I don't think they're going to get their act together enough to actually do this, but just be aware. Time to dance around the sun. Happiness. One moment, please. Okay, thanks for your patience through the pause. This is talking about, with the sun here, we're talking about victory, happiness, celebrations. Yeah, victory after hard work here. It is upon you. Big goals, big wishes. Midas touch. Everything goes in your direction now because there's a celebration after your hard work. But there is an element here of don't be held up by not knowing the next phase of this or the next route to take or the next plan. Your plan doesn't have to be foolproof and already in place from beginning to end. And also, avoid the conflict that's trying to suck you in, okay? Remember that. I'm hearing remember that because it may be some time between hearing that now and when it starts to percolate. And Spirit wants you to be like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is the chaos I am to avoid. Because there might be some sort of temptation here to jump right in to the chaos. And I feel like the cards are saying stay away from that chaos. Let it sleep off its anger. Okay, rescue here. This is our second oracle deck. Know that you are protected. That card talks about protection. Shedding the skin of the past. Processing new. Change. This talks about change. Oh, excuse me. I have got... Okay. Now, I have got the wrong book. So I feel like, just remember These things are okay. This is not a setback if you don't have just everything in place, okay? Because I feel like there is an element of that. Like there's some confusion, and I don't know if I start this, I don't know what the next couple of steps are, and I certainly don't know what the end looks like. That's okay. Just be flexible, be lenient, kind to yourself, not a big deal. Keep moving, rescue. This is about you are always safe and secure. So you knew the answer, or you may know the answers, and then you look elsewhere. So don't second guess yourself. Trust yourself. Yeah, rescue. You are always safe and secure. And ask for help if you need it. Also, observing energy. Certainly observe when those dragons are waking up and upset, you know. Lullaby them back to sleep and be an observer here. To be an observer, I'm hearing, is to gain more knowledge on the situation. Don't jump to conclusions, just observe. Keep it light. Okay, wishing well. I haven't ever gotten this card. This is a brand new deck for me, so let's look at that one too. Desire is the sacred impulse of life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It is an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you're recognizing a soulmate, or you're conceiving a baby, or a new idea. The wishing well card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibility, where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. Wow. Field of possibilities. What else do we have here for Sag? Cleaning house. I haven't ever gotten this card. Again, a new deck, but I have a feeling this is going to be talking about clearing up the energy. It's time to clear the clutter to make way for better things. When you're seeing cleaning house card, it isn't in a reading. It's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Unfinished business, address it. Yeah, wow. Wow, I'm getting a lot of messages. It's a little bit confusing. Let me put it together here. Ask for help if you need it. That's with the steps that you don't know have to know all of them, okay? Protection here. And with regards to these big wishes, which we started out with, it's a very fertile time right now to be making these wishes. The possibilities are endless. This cleaning house, I now hear it has to do with this dragon energy, the chaos that wants you to not move forward, wants you to stay right where you are, and in conflict, the storm energy. Stay in their conflicts, I'm hearing. Stay in conflicts they bring to you. Yeah, that's the energy you're clearing out, because you've got big coming in here. Big, the biggies that you've wanted. Yeah, you're feeling a little worse for wear, certainly, but that's this dragon energy that's kind of pulled you into their problems. So it's becoming clear on that. Read the messages coming towards you, the divine messages all around you here. And I feel like this comes in very clear for you in fall. That's coming towards me now. By cleaning up this energy, you will see a clearer path to where you're going here, And the steps that you're worried about now, I don't really see the steps so clearly. I feel like you say often, clean up that energy. Those steps become more clear. What else do we have here for Sag? Compass, yeah. This is a matter of, yeah, the key component is the cleaning up the energy, past feelings about that energy. Clear it out. Deal with it, clear it out, or physically declutter, okay? Remove items you no longer use that bring about the past, thoughts of the past. Get back on track. Due north. Your best life. That's compass energy. Strength. Haven't ever pulled that. Let's look. Seems obvious. I feel like we need to read more. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from sincere faith in a higher power. Yes. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting task. That may be the cleaning up that's daunting to you. Lean in on your divine team here. On the divine, it's lean in to the higher power. Whatever you feel that to be in your life. If you feel like this is a daunting task, to see your big dreams and big wishes realized. We already see you don't have all the steps, okay? Lean in on that higher power. Lean in on the cleaning of the energy, the decluttering, if you feel like that's daunting to do or to start. And remember, start. Start these tasks. That's a big message here. Start it. Even if you don't know where it's going, just take the first step. This says the card indicates your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. You cannot be moved off course. That's the compass energy. Have courage and dive in. Real strength comes from the combination of your efforts and your reliance on a higher power. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, and I've got one more deck. Have we seen all the decks? We've seen two thus far. I've got two more. Here we go. Yeah, a little bit of confusing energy. That's okay. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Keep moving. Distance. You and a partner may be physically or emotionally distant. What's the distance here, Spirit? Water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Is that our dragon energy? I feel like it's something else. Let's see. Let's get more. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I think that's your dragon energy. What's this water sign about? I feel like this is a side story here. What are we talking about? Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. That's your fire sign energy, I feel. Again, what's the water sign here? That's a fire sign trying to stir up trouble. But what's the water sign, Spirit? Intimacy, sexual chemistry, and reminiscing. I think this is a side story. Somebody in your life. Just one moment, please. Okay, thank you for your patience through the pause. Be mindful of energy suckage. Okay, something trying to suck your energy here. Yeah, I'm not really sure why are we hearing about, I'm going to grab the tarot here, why we're hearing about this water sign. Is it something you're focusing in on and Spirit's saying, focus in on this decluttering and moving forward with some goals here instead? Let's see. Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's manipulation through emotions that are way over the top. Is that your water sign in the distance, who you've been intimate with? The Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is just a nod to somebody who is causes you a lot of imbalance too. So that might be part of the decluttering, I should say. Yeah, the clutter that you are decluttering, that type of energy. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Because in the reverse, that's a giving up on, if you're focused over here on this relationship that really is not harmonious for you, you're not focusing where Spirit is asking you in the cards to focus on your big goals, your best life, a north-facing journey, all right? And this fire sign, I think, is the one that could be, the sleeping giant here, the sleeping dragon. Let that fire sign sleep. That is somebody who's sneaky and not to be trusted. But you know that, or this is resonating with you on that point. Let's grab our final oracle deck here for Sag. What do we got? Community. Something you're doing maybe in the way of decluttering, I'm hearing, could be the community, but also if you've got something in mind that's goal-oriented, it benefits the community here. You're back out in the community. You're poised and ready. Yeah. I think there's an element of you're definitely poised and ready to go after these goals, but how to, you're kind of stuck in the how-to part. And then you're feeling orphaned by this water sign. Let that go as far as the focus of that right now. And the why, you might ask yourself why you're feeling. What are your motivations here for this relationship? Why exactly are you feeling orphaned by them? Because I feel like it's pretty straightforward. You don't feel peace or calm there, and spending too much energy on their manipulative energy that's kind of over the top with emotions, just too much drama that you don't need. Treasure Island, this is a focus back in on how we started, your goals. And I feel like Spirit has repeatedly said in this message, focus in on your goals, not people, but your goals. Okay, go the distance. And this talks about getting in with your divine team, which we've talked about several times, and going the distance here because you're just about there on at the peak of getting this all started and really changing up the energy, consequently changing up your life here. But there needs to be a different kind of focus in on what you want to see in your life in the way of, it's more project-based than personal. I think the personal comes later once you start focusing in on self and what you want to achieve in this life. Then you'll have better, more harmonious connections come in. I feel like that's for many of you, a big component too that you want to see. But I feel like the order you've got reversed. Like you're trying to focus in on the relationship piece and Spirit saying, no. It's what you want your life to look like and be and achieve. And then these other elements come in that are harmonious with that. But the focus first and foremost is on that, what you want to achieve. Yeah, that's your message, Sag. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel. It helps the channel to grow. It helps me to realize that the time I'm spending here and sharing some of my skills here has meant something and been beneficial and worth the time here. I've always wanted to have this channel be about helping others. Please do let me know in the comments, like, share, subscribe, comment. That helps the channel to grow. You know the drill. And also please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. If you're interested in the new segment, which talks about what's going on with you, let me know. What do you want to hear from the cards? What advice do you need to hear? We'll take a look at the cards and see what they have to say. Thanks for joining me.